What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one that's going to be very fun and exciting and I'm going to be showing you how to customize your iPhone screen with the new iOS 14. Now I did mine like this. It's more like the Beachy Boho kind of style that just fits my aesthetic. You can do yours similar to this, or you can use these tips to create and customize your home screen to your own style and aesthetic. And if you do like how I did mine, I do have my Pinterest linked down below. I have all the pictures that I use for my icons and my background on the board called iOS 14, so if you want to do that kind of vibe as well, I made it really simple where you could just scroll through and pick the ones that you like, and I'll show you how to create them into icons. And if you enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe down below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's customize our phone. The very first thing that you want to do is obviously have your phone updated to iOS 14, and the way that you're going to do that is you're going to go into your settings, and then you're going to go to general, and then for you it could say that there's it'll be like a 1 next to software update, and I actually do have one. I guess they added one for 14, but anyway, you'll see one for iOS 14 and you'll just hit download and install, which I'm not going to do this right now because I want to show you guys how I customize this first, but you would hit download and install. And make sure whenever you're downloading it that you have your phone either at 50% battery or it's plugged into the wall, and you're also connected to Wi-Fi, because if either of those things aren't happening, then your phone's not going to update. So after you update your phone, you want to go to the App Store and download 2 apps that we're going to need. So first we're going to download Widgetsmith, which I will show you. I'm going to go to my App Store. And you're just going to type in Widgetsmith, and it is this one right here. And then after you download that one, you're going to download Shortcuts, and it is this one right here. The next thing I did that really helped me out with organizing my phone, because it can be kind of overwhelming figuring out exactly where to start. So kind of like decorating a room, it's really difficult just to find that base to start. So what I did is I went through and I sorted through the apps that I use every single day, and this is a feature that is actually in iOS 14. So if you go right here, you'll see the app library. So this is Apple's way of organizing your own apps so that they're not on your screen, which is pretty darn cool, and it makes it look a lot more clean and less cluttered. And they put them into their own folders, but if you, let's see, we'll add one to the home screen so I can show you how to do it. So let's say you have this screen full of apps and you just want to get rid of them and you want them to go to the app library, but you don't want to delete them from your phone. You're just going to hold the app down, edit home screen, hit the minus sign, and you don't want to delete the app unless you really don't want it anymore. You do not want to do that. You want to move it to your app library, and then that's just going to put it right in here, and you can see that it moved right to the top, and you hit done. So just go ahead and do that for the apps that you don't really use on a daily basis, and maybe you don't want on your home screen and you just kind of want tucked away to where you don't see them, to where you can make your phone look a little less cluttered. The very next thing that I did was I picked my background so that I knew kind of the color scheme that I would go with. And of course, you probably already know, I went to Pinterest for this. And this is my Pinterest right here. And my iOS 14 board is right here, so as you can see, my background is that very first one that pops up. And then there's a couple different color schemed ones that I found, so I added those to the board, and then also the pictures that I used for my icons. So this is the board that I was talking about if you want to create your phone the same vibe as I did. But this is where I got my background. And to do that, if you find any images that you like on Pinterest, and you can use this anytime, is you select the image and you go to the 3 dots and you hit download image, and then it'll pop up, it says image downloaded, and then you just go to your photos, it will be right there, and then you just make it your home screen. So the very first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to create a widget, and a widget is what where the sunrise is, that's a widget, and I actually have it stacked, which I'll show you, so you can swipe through and I can either have the date in the calendar, or I can just have this really pretty sunset. And then also this picture of Cooper and I is a widget as well. I just really wanted to, I love having him on my phone just because he makes me happy, and I felt like that it went really well with the background, so I made him a widget. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do that. So we're gonna go to our Widgetsmith, and then it's gonna come to this screen where you can pick the size widget that you wanna do. So you can do small, medium, or large. And I think we're gonna do, let's do a small one. So you'll just tap on the widget, you'll hit the default widget by tapping on it, and then you can pick what exactly you want your widget to be. So you can make it the time, you can do a date, you can do the photos, you can do a calendar, reminders, you could even do the sunrise and the sunset. So we'll do one with the sunrise and sunset. And then obviously I'm in New York time, but you can change that to your time zone. And then you can pick what font that you like it. They have a ton of different options. I think I like this Futura one. That one looks pretty cool. And then you can pick the font color. I'm probably just gonna keep it white because I feel like it goes with my background. And then you can pick the background color that you want to do. We'll do the 90%. And then the system settings, so you can do the 24-hour time, AM, PM, or you can do short AM, PM. So we'll do what it has it set. That looks good. So then you're gonna go and hit the back button and hit save. And then you're gonna close out of Widgetsmith and go to your home screen. And you're just gonna hold down the apps to where you can edit the screen to where everything goes. And then you're gonna go to the top left of the screen and hit the plus button. And you're gonna scroll all the way down to Widgetsmith. And we created a small one, so you're just gonna go to the size that you picked, or that you just created, so we did small. And you're gonna hit add widget, and then it's gonna pop up on there, but that's not the one that we wanted. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tap on that new one, and then you're gonna tap on small, or whatever size you chose. And then the one that we created was small number 4. You can rename these, but I just did not, so, but we did small number 4. And there we go. And to stack it, like I have this one right here where you can scroll through, you just hold the widget down and drag it over the other widget. So, and then you'll hit done. And so you can just swipe through. It's such a cool little feature. You can actually do that with the Apple's widgets too. And which is really cool. And their widgets are like, if you scroll all the way to the left to where like you can search, that's their widgets. But I prefer Widgetsmith because you can customize it so much more. But I don't know, I think it's really cool. Also, if you stack your widgets just like that, if you hold it down and you hit edit stack, obviously we used Widgetsmith, but if you use like the Apple widgets, like if you do like a weather or a calculator or something like that, you can use the 3 little lines right here and hold those down, and you can have them in whatever order that you want just by moving it up and down, which is a really cool feature. And then you can also have it on smart rotate, so your phone's just gonna go through whatever ones you have stacked through whatever order that they're in. You can turn that on or off. I'm gonna just leave it on. I know it can kind of use your battery, so it may be good to turn it off, I don't know, but I did hear you can use up to 10 different, you can stack up to 10 widgets, which is really, really cool. So the next thing I'm gonna show you is how to create a shortcut, which is where I got all these beautiful icons for my apps, and I don't know, it just makes me so happy every time I open my phone. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go open the Shortcuts app that we downloaded earlier, and then you're gonna hit the plus sign on the top right. You're gonna tap add action, and then in the search bar you're just gonna type open app, and it'll pop up a bunch of suggestions under the actions, so you'll hit open app. And then tap choose, and you're gonna pick whatever app that you're gonna make the icon for. So we can just we'll do the App Store. And then you're gonna hit those 3 dots right next to the new shortcut little title. And then you're going to type the name of the app. So this is just the App Store. You can name it whatever you want. but I like it to just be named whatever the app is. And then you're gonna hit add to home screen. You're gonna type it one more time. And then you're just gonna hit the little picture of the icon next to the where you just typed and hit choose photo. These pumpkins I took a picture of. And then you'll just kind of adjust it however you like it. So we'll just do like that. Choose. And then you'll just hit add. And then done. And then you go back to your home screen and it's gonna be right there, and you can just hold it down and move it obviously wherever you want, which is pretty cool. And that's exactly what I did for all of mine. I just went through on Pinterest and I found the background that I have, and then I scrolled down. I'll show you. So say you have your background picture, this is mine, so I just scrolled down and it's gonna bring up similar photos to it. So I just went through this really deep hole of just beach pictures. like say you like this one right here, you keep scrolling down and you'll just find more that are similar to it. And that's exactly how I found all of these icons. And also whenever you do create a shortcut for an app, it is gonna open the shortcuts app for just a second, and then it goes to the app. So don't think you're doing anything wrong if your phone does that. It's totally normal. It's supposed to do that. And because this isn't the app itself, so it is going through the shortcuts app to get to the app. So it takes literally a millisecond, so if it doesn't bother you, it's totally fine. You definitely don't have to create icons like this that are shortcuts, but I just really enjoy how it looks. So as long as you don't mind that little millisecond delay, I would totally do it. That's why I only did it with the ones that I use every day. I just don't think it's necessary to do it for every single app. You totally could though, it's totally up to you. So obviously you see with mine, it's just my home screen that I designed, and then I go right to the app library. So the app library is one of the new features that Apple has, and it originally did not have the notifications on, so I'm gonna show you how to turn those on. Because with the icons, that is one other thing, you're not gonna get notifications for that app. So like on the bottom left right here where it's the white and the gold leaves, I don't get notifications for my text messages from there. So if I don't see or check my messages app, I'm not gonna know that I have a text. I actually missed my mom's text the other day. Sorry mom if you're watching this, but I just have to scroll to my app library and go to my messages, and I can see if I have any missed texts or phone calls, Facebook notifications, whatever. So that is one thing to be aware of. If you do that, make sure you're checking the app itself kind of frequently just to make sure you're not missing contact with anybody, and the same thing with emails too. So now that we've kind of gone through how to customize our home screen, I'm just going to go over a couple of the features that I've discovered that are really cool in this new update that maybe you want to set up yourself. The first little update that they did, like I just said, was putting the notifications in the app library. So as you see right here, this is how it is defaulted. It does not show any notification badges. So what you want to do if you do want those on is to go into your settings, and then you're going to go down to home screen, and then right here where it says notification badges, it says show in app library. You just want to swipe it on, and then we go back, and then you can see all of your notifications for those apps. And if you're wanting to go into the folder completely and see every single app that's in there, the ones that have more apps than they're showing the little app box that you see, the little folder, are the ones that have like the one below my suggestions, my social folder. You can see you see the 3 bigger icons and then 4 smaller ones. That means there's more apps in that folder. So I just tap on the 4 smaller ones and it'll bring up all those apps in that folder. The next feature that they added was hiding pages, which I don't really have a use for. I did think it was a kind of a cool feature if you didn't want to add all of your apps into the app library. Maybe you just want the other apps that you kind of use sometimes, but not a whole lot, but they're totally not neglected kind of apps. If you want those in there, and then ones you never use just hidden. So what you do, I'm just going to move my app over here to this next screen so I can show you how it hides the pages. Okay, so say that I just want this icon on this page and I want it hidden. Obviously you'd have more, but for example. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold down the apps like you're gonna edit the home screen like normal. And then where those 3 dots come up where you can swipe through all of your pages, you're just gonna tap the 3 dots. And then it's gonna bring up miniature pictures of your pages that you have all on your phone. And it's gonna have a little bubble underneath and it's gonna be checked. So whatever one you don't want seen is, you just wanna uncheck it. So we're just gonna uncheck that second page and hit done again. So it's not gonna go and show you that page anymore. It just goes right from my home screen to my app library just like I had it, and you don't see that one screen anymore. And obviously to undo that, you're just gonna go to edit home screen, hit the dots, check it, hit done again, and there it is. Pretty cool. Another feature that I found from watching a ton of videos is in group text messages. It only works if everyone has iPhones, but in group text messages, you can reply to one specific person in the group chat. So instead of getting blown up on your phone with group chat notifications, you can literally just reply to one person and only that person gets the notification. So let's go to my messages. Cooper and his sister and his brother were all in a group chat together and we all have iPhones. So let's say that we wanted to reply to Cooper about getting Bojangles. So we're just gonna hold down that message and hit reply. And it's gonna bring up just that little bubble of text messages, and you just type in that, and he's gonna be the only one that gets that notification, so Ash and Liz won't get the notification, but I replied to him. So the next thing, I saw my phone do this, and I don't know what the heck was going on, but if you open up an app, and like it's a security feature that they have now, so if there's an app that's still like running your camera or running your microphone, there's going to be a green dot that appears at the very top of your phone, and it's going to let you know like, hey, there's this app that's using, it's not going to tell you what app, but it's going to say, hey, it's telling you that there's an app using either your camera or microphone. So for example, if we open up Instagram and say we went to the camera on Instagram, it's on me, and you can see that little green dot at the very top right, and if I swipe out of that, it's gonna go away. So if I open my phone camera, does the exact same thing. You can see the little dot, and then it goes away right whenever you close out the camera. So next feature is the back tap feature. So you're gonna go into your settings, and you're gonna go to accessibility, and we're gonna scroll down to, let's see, it was touch, and then scroll all the way down, and we're gonna hit back tap. And so you can pick whether you want like double tap or triple tap, and this is where you tap on the back of your phone and it'll do whatever action you assign it to do. So for example, my double tap is lock screen. All you do is you just tap on whichever one. So for the triple tap, I can just do, we'll do screenshot. And then you're just gonna go back, and then you'll see this. It'll just lock, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it showed on the screen recording, so I'll just show you. So there's my home screen, and I just tap twice. And that's it, it turns off. And if I do it 3 times, it'll take a screenshot. And sometimes you have to do it more than one time, just depending on your case. It'd be kind of cool, like if you're trying to take a picture or something and you can't get to the little button, if you're like holding it up and you just can tap it with your finger, I think it'd come in handy then. So I think it's really cool. And the very last feature that I found was the mirror front camera. So have you ever like taken a selfie and it flips everything around to where it looks different than what it actually looks like? So first we're gonna go back into our settings, of course, and we're gonna scroll down to camera. Okay, and then you're gonna scroll down to the composition section, and where it says mirror front camera, we're gonna turn that on. So, and then just to go to my camera. Okay, so I'm gonna show you with words because it's the easiest. We're gonna use this Get Cozy pillow so I can show you exactly what it does. So you can see that like it's backwards or whatever. Normally like it shows up, hang on. So this is how the picture comes out whenever it's the mirror flip camera. So I like it better if like you're doing selfies, because it just doesn't make your face look like it's flipped around. I don't know, but that's what it looks like whenever that's on. And if we want to turn that off, I'll show you exactly what it looks like or how it changes the picture. So let's turn that off, and then we will go back to our camera and then take a picture of the pillow. And you can see it flipped it around to where you can actually read the pillow. And then this is whenever we had the mirror flip camera on and where we had it off. So it really just depends on what you're doing with the front camera. I think it comes mostly in handy for selfies. Alright you guys, well that was exactly how I customized my iPhone with the iOS 14 update. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I really hope that it helped you out. I tried to make it to where it would fill in all the gaps to where you could literally just go step by step and make everything just like you like it on your phone. If you just, I know I showed you like one example of each, as long as you just repeat those into, you know, how you want to create your phone, then you'll be golden. It's super easy just repeating those steps, and after you do it a couple times, it's really just going to get easier and easier. It took me probably, I want to say like 2 hours or so just to get mine how I like it, but I promise you, like, looking at those suggested on Pinterest is really going to help you, because all of those pictures that come up as suggested really go along with that picture that you like. Kind of like with the background, like all of the pictures it brought up underneath that really went along well with that theme. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. If it helped you out, let me know down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!